Tide Talk. Webb is back, baby. Well, me and Penelope gonna recap the Tennessee game. Like I said, blew them out. We went through them like shit through a goose, didn't we? That's right, we did. Penelope was telling me she thought we were gonna win by at least 15. I thought we were gonna win by like 20. Turns out, Dad was right. What? You were stunned by the play of Tua Tagliavola? Nah. Now, we all knew that was coming. He's probably the best passer on the team. But anyway, let's break it down. Well, we were sluggish. First half, didn't do a whole lot. We were just, couldn't seem to hit passes. Hurts was just off. It was very, very, very tough. We actually did throw a whole lot more. Brian Daboll threw a lot more passes, which was kind of strange, considering our run game was where we thought we were going to have more strength at. We ran for 272 yards, 164 more than the entire total allowed by the Tennessee to game. That's pretty crazy. But halftime, Alabama led by 3 touchdowns at halftime, so we picked it up. Like I said, the defense, we pretty much suppressed the Vols. Before the kickoff, though, I have to say that Tennessee had failed to score a touchdown in their previous 10 quarters. Didn't score a touchdown. I mean, they're just dismal on offense. Absolute dismal. They kind of thought that Jared Garantano, or Garantano, I guess I'm slaughtering his name, was going to do better. He struggled really bad. I think pretty much anybody's going to be struggling against the Tide. He was never poised in the game. It was kind of a safe game plan. We threw some small intermediate passes. A lot of them we weren't hitting. So it was kind of like, Tennessee's first 7 drives that Alabama forced 4 3-and-outs done. Like I said, it was by the end of the game the Volunteers had only accrued 108 yards, 7 first downs, which is very good for Alabama's defense. Which is kind of the crazy is that Tennessee's offense hadn't produced a touchdown. Huh? Yes. Penelope says Bush Jones is garbage. They hadn't produced a touchdown in 27 days, which that's quite amazing. So the Volunteers actually, surprisingly, when they entered the game Saturday, they were only surrendering 129 yards per passing per game, second lowest average in the football bowl subdivision. I didn't know that, so that's pretty good. But it's kind of funny because we kind of went at them just throwing the whole time. We just went at them. I think what they were trying to do is get Hurts more practice, more reps, because as the time goes on, we play these tougher teams like LSU, we play Georgia and Auburn. We're going to have to throw. We can't just sit there and run and run and run and run. As we saw with Tennessee, they had 8 and 9 in the box the whole time. In the first 20 minutes of the game, we'd only produced 1 TD at that point. So we were not firing all cylinders. Hopefully that will be picked up when we play. Not this weekend because we've got a bye this weekend. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Alabama bye weekend. But the following weekend when we play LSU, we need to be firing all cylinders. You can see the sluggishness in our game. So, yep, they were very sluggish. But the run game and Hurts, they came through. They got us going. Let's see. Calvin Ridley was the big guy. They thrown some short passes to him. Hurts was throwing behind him, around him, over him. You could clearly see his frustration with Hurts in the passing game early on. So we actually threw the ball 17 times in the first half, which is very uncharacteristic of our season so far. We've been running because that's kind of the strength of our team. Like I said, and we all know that Brian Daboll scripts out the first 15 plays of the game, and more than not, they were all passing. But when he left the game, or Hurts left the game, he was 13 for 21 for 198 yards. I think those will improve as the year goes on. His backup, Tua, wow. He was firing on all cylinders, man. He's a lefty, but, man, he fires so fast. What? The Tide receivers need to catch better. I agree. I totally agree. We saw Irv Smith get on the action with a touchdown. He's looking really good. I think he's going to be a breakout player soon. Man, our kickoff return team needs some work. Like I said, we turned to Xavier Marks after Henry Ruggs and Trevon Diggs had trouble securing the ball. They kept having problems against Arkansas doing that. We were having some problems. Xavier, Yeah, he struggled. Like he said, he really struggled in the game. He muffed a punt and lost a fumble. Thank goodness we were playing Tennessee, so it wasn't a big deal. But in big games, you got to at least secure the ball. Even if you don't get yards out of it, you got to secure the ball. Saban was not happy with the first half. He was a lot happier with the second half. Like I said, he made some comments. He said Tua apologized to him for the one INT. He threw an INT near the goal line. They ran it all the way back for a TD. Yep, Penelope says that's the only mistake she saw of any consequence the Tide made Saturday. But he redeemed himself. Tua actually went straight to Saban. He apologized for his mistake, said it won't happen again. It was a good thing it didn't impact his confidence. He came right back out there, threw a touchdown, and a TD to Ruggs. You know, Ruggs has 5 catches for 5 touchdowns. Pretty good numbers for the year, if I say so myself. So, like I said, Saban just said he wasn't satisfied. Our toughest games are ahead in the big 3. We got Auburn, we got LSU, and, of course, Georgia. Georgia's a big boy. They're up and coming. They're doing really good. Saban said his team needed a coming to Jesus meeting, so I assume that's going to happen this week. Coming to Jesus! Are we going to do that with the Tide? They're going to come to Jesus? So that's going on. So that was a really cool thing. And like I said, in the next series, Tua he ran for 23 yards. He's got patience when he hit Ruggs on a crossing route. Of course, nobody was rushing him. Let's keep that in mind. Tennessee was gassed. They couldn't get in the backfield and make a play. So that's great. What was cool about Tua's numbers is he was 7 pass attempts for 106 yards and a touchdown, and a 60-yard strike to Ruggs. What? Hey, did you? Yep. Penelope says she wants Ruggs to see the ball a whole lot more in the future. I concur. But anyway, I thought it was neat. Saban made a comment about Tua this week. I thought it was kind of cool. It says, if you ask Tua how he's doing, he will say, "Thank you for asking." Sometimes I say that to him now. He says, "It's going okay, Coach." I say, "Good man. Thanks for asking." Saban said his interaction with Tua, because he's such a polite and kind guy, has made him a nicer and kinder guy. Okay, let's give some predictions. What? Let's give some predictions for this week. I think A&M beats Arkansas by 2 TDs. I think Ole Miss wins. Maybe. I think that... Whoa. Let's temper it down. Anyway, I think Florida State loses. I think NC State pulls off a big win this week. I do think NC State will pull off a win. And I think for the biggest game, Ohio State, Penn State, until Penn State can actually pull it off, I'm going to say Ohio State's got this one. But I could be wrong. Catch you on the flip side. Tide Talk. Penelope said, Tide Talk Webb is out.